Snake, answer me! Snake! Snake!
Snake Eater.
What is up, selectors? How we doing? Select screen here, back with what's arguably the greatest game of all time.
Hadouken!
If you don't know what that is, you need to get your pulse checked. So join me as I dive into the original gameplay of Metal Gear Solid and see if we can complete it without getting caught. Now, that's not going to happen, but that's the hook. And that's the idea. All right. We're going to be playing Metal Gear Solid, the original. But first, we need to connect that terrible Metal Gear Solid 5 to Metal Gear Solid. I should say Metal Gear Solid 5 to Metal Gear Solid. And that is through the original Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. So that's what we're going to be up to today. I hope you're ready. I'm ready. You're ready. If you're ready, put this in the chat for me.
Lizard.
Yep, that's what I need you to do. Put a
Lizard
in the chat for me. If you can do that, I appreciate it. linktr.ee/select screen. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Apple, Spotify podcast, which those went up. We're going to get the Fantastic Four one up very quickly and get yourself if I hold it up right, get yourself a select screen selected t-shirt, more merch on the way. Can you do that for me? If you can, put
Lizard.
In the chat. That's never going to get old.
Lizard. 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 Lizard.
I love those videos. All right, let's jump into this thing, man. I'm ready. You're ready. Let's go. Boom, here we go. Metal Gear. Metal Gear Solid. Let's see. I wanted to do something a little bit different. Do we want to go this way? Or do we want to go this way? I think we want to go this way. Yeah, we want to go this way today. Can we go this way today? You guys good with that? I'm good with that. Are we good with that? Nah, I'm not good with that, man. Let's go this way. Yes? Yes? We played Metal Gear Solid 5 on the right side. We're going to play this one on the left side if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube. So different camera angles for different things. Watch us on all the platforms. Appreciate you guys doing that. Lizard. Okay, I like it. Picasso, play that sound for me.
Okay, I like it. Picasso.
My wife took my wallet. Or, well, no, she took my credit card, but not my wallet. That's crazy. All right, Lizard.
Lizard.
All right, with this, did you know that Metal Gear Solid revolutionized stealth gameplay and storytelling in games? Metal Gear Solid, man, had such an impact on the gaming industry, and it really did become a cult classic. I actually played it, and I think this is pretty interesting. I played the original Solid on, believe it or not, a demo disc. It had Final Fantasy VII on it, which I was like, I don't get it because you can't block because I play fighting games. And then this other game where you had to run around and not be seen. And I couldn't figure it out, but I knew I liked it for some reason. It was very much like a movie, and that's what really got me. Some of the challenges that we're going to face in this are stealth mechanics, enemy AI, and the need for strategy. And I would say more so than Metal Gear Solid 5 in this one.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
So there we go. That is it. But before we get to Solid, like I said, we've got to connect everything else. So, can I have my game sound back? Apparently not. There we go. Okay. What up, Hydro Daniel? How you doing? Thanks for joining me, man. Appreciate it. We are going to get into some Metal Gear. I am so excited. But like I said, first we're going to check this out. What I wanted to do is maybe just read this. I know it's a spoiler alert, but we're gonna jump in here. That says Solid 2. That's interesting. You can play some of the music back? Chewy dog, what up? Boom, 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 boom. I love these games, man. This is where all the rest of the games get fun. The music is awesome in this game too. Okay, let me make sure. Okay, we are like rocking and rolling, guys. We're good. All right. So that's some of the sounds, some of the music. Matter of fact, we can turn it off so we don't annoy you all with it. But this game is going to blow your mind, and I'm going to show you why right now. Table of contents. Okay, the origin of Metal Gear systems and style. How do I change pages? All I want to do is zoom here. Okay, I see how you do it, R1. Okay, in the 1990s opera of Crisis threatened the world order, the Outer Heaven uprising, followed by the Zanzibar land disturbance. Both these incidents were resolved by one man who later be hailed as a legendary hero. I'm no hero. You'll hear him say that a lot. I'm no hero. This is going to be so cool. Okay. And this will go over the narratives of MG and MG2. Now, notice it's not Solid. Metal Gear and Metal Gear Solid are two different series in a long line of series. Does that make sense? It's two different things. Let me go over to the left real quick. Pop over to... Yes, left? Yes, left. How about right? Left? Okay. So, destroy the Metal Gear. In the 1900s in deep South Africa, in a forest known as Outer Heaven, a weapon is being developed, the ultimate weapon. Okay? We'll find out that is Metal Gear. Snake searches for Madnar, who's continuing to rescue other prisoners. He's also contends with a Hind D attack chopper. And if you remember in Metal Gear Solid 3, we ran into like a Hind B or something like that. And he's like, that's kind of interesting. It's because eventually it'll be a Hind D. Now, this is important, okay? Having learned from its of its existence, the United States sends Gray Fox the most elite operative of Special Forces unit Foxhound. Remember, XOF was in Metal Gear Solid 5. But they send in Gray Fox. However, they soon lose contact with him. His last words are simply, Metal Gear. Foxhound then dispatches a new recruit, Solid Snake, to Outer Heaven. Okay, so let me connect the dots there a little bit. Boss, or Big Boss here, who we'll see down here in the bottom. Well, one of Big Bosses, right? One of the big bosses established Outer Heaven, which is its own military group or coup, if you will. So that's where that is. I'm not going to read all this to you guys, but I just want you to understand, the basics. Because I didn't know this stuff. And I played through 1 and 2, and I was like, what is going on? So his mission, Snake's mission, is to locate Gray Fox and destroy the so-called ultimate weapon, Metal Gear. Receiving backup over the radio from Foxhound Commander Big Boss, Snake enters the fortress in a one-man infiltration operation. Okay? So this little section down in the bottom right says the big boss who dies after Snake defeat. Oh, okay. This really does. This sums it up pretty quickly. Maybe we could read this pretty quickly. Okay, so Snake enters the fortress in a one-man infiltration operation. He slips past the guards, freeing POWs along the way. They give Snake intel that enables him to locate and free Gray Fox, who tells Snake that Metal Gear is a bipedal tank capable of launching a nuclear strike from anywhere on the planet. Fox also tells him that its creator, Dr. Madnar, is the one who knows how to destroy it. Snake searches for Madnar while continuing to rescue other prisoners. He contends with the Hind D, like I said, some Outer Heaven formidable mercenaries, thanks in part to radio support from Schneider, Diane, and other members of the resistant movement. Snake overcomes these obstacles and manages to locate the doctor's cell. However, Madnar tells Snake that he won't tell him how to destroy Metal Gear if he doesn't rescue his daughter, Ellen. Snake agrees, dealing with some clever traps and more mercs on the way to saving Ellen. After Snake returns to Madnar and informs him his daughter is safe, the doctor tells him the correct order of which to plant plastic explosives on Metal Gear's legs and where the armor's weak. Okay? Negotiation, even tighter security, or navigating. Mines, high voltage floors. He plants the explosives on the legs of Metal Gear. Okay? When the 16th bomb goes off, Metal Gear crumbles in the explosion. Snake can't rest long, however, as the alarm goes off, alerting all the personnel. So, all this time, Big Boss is helping you defeat Metal Gear. Snake hurries out of the facility, but standing in his way is a man he knows all too well, his commander, Big Boss, who reveals himself as the leader of Outer Heaven. Now, again, we knew that because we played them in order. But when you're playing this on, an NES, you're like, what? Give me a what right there. Good what?
What?
There we go. What? He gave Snake his mission in order to feed him false intel to take back. But Snake performed beyond his expectation, forcing Big Boss to get involved personally. As the countdown to destruction ticks away, the battle between commander and soldier begins. After an intense gunfight, Snake defeats Big Boss. He escapes to the surface. Explosive flames are rising to the sky behind him. Snake gets on the radio to report a successful mission, then returns to base. Following this, a news flash is broadcast over the radio reporting the destruction of Outer Heaven as a massive earthquake. Then, from out of the darkness comes a voice calling out to Snake. I'm not dead. Someday, I'll get even with you. Dun, dun, dun. Now, Big Boss's identity. This is what I did not know. I had no idea this was going on. The Big Boss who dies after Snake defeats him in the game isn't the real Big Boss, Naked Snake. Rather, he is Venom Snake from Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. He led Outer Heaven as Big Boss's Phantom. In other words, as his body double. Venom was originally a medic who served under Big Boss, but in Ground Zeroes, he fell into a coma after protecting Big Boss from an explosion and becoming seriously wounded. While comatose, he underwent plastic surgery to look exactly like Big Boss, taking his place as leader of Diamond Dogs when he awoke. So the name of the operation in Metal Gear Operation Intrude is N313. Is also the title of the tape played at the end of Metal Gear Solid, The Phantom Pain. Mind-blowing. So these are all character profiles. So that happened. Now, Metal Gear 2, the Zanzibar land disturbance. This one I don't know much about. Okay. A solo infiltration of Zanzibar land. Here we go. Late 90s, military regime takes over a small country known as Zanzibar land. On the top of becoming a nuclear power, they also abduct Dr. Keo Marv, the man who developed Olix, an oil-producing microbe. Roy Campbell, commander of Special Unit of Foxhound, brings Solid Snake out of retirement and tasks him with rescuing Marv. After slipping into Zanzibar land territory, Snake searches for a signal from the transmitter implanted in Dr. Marv. This time around, Snake gets support from Campbell. Survival instructor Master Miller, who we knew from Metal Gear Solid 5. Under the cover, Holly White, as well as others. Snake makes contact with who he thinks to be Marv, but it turns out to be the soldier known as Black Ninja in disguise. What's more, Black Ninja himself was Schneider, the leader of the Outer Heaven Resistant movement. Using information from Snyder, Snake ultimately gets in touch with Dr. Madnar. He tells him Dr. Marv was moved to the tower building. Madnar also reveals to Snake that Big Boss is the leader of Zanarkand land and that a new Metal Gear is under development there. Snake makes his way to the tower building, having to contend with some formidable adversaries and a Hind-E. Also rescues Holly on the way, who tells him that Dr. Marv sent out a carrier pigeon. Snake captures it, contacting Marv on the radio frequency, but he doesn't speak his language. This is crazy, right? Okay, doesn't speak his language. This is all going to be really important later on. Snake links up with another agent by the name of Gustava, who gets to interpret. Marv tells Snake he is being held in a detention camp. Snake and Gustava locate Madnar. Okay? And the three of them head to camp. However, as they are crossing the bridge over a crevice, the bridge is destroyed and Gustav is killed. The missile that blew up the bridge was fired by a Metal Gear. Piloted by none other than former member of Foxhound, Gray Fox, and Madnar is taken away. Going back to obtain a hang glider, Snake uses it to cross the crevice. He finally locates Dr. Marv, but it's too late. Marv is already dead. According to Madnar, who was in the cell with Marv, Marv hid the Olix formula in a video game cartridge. Now, is that not crazy? What's up? Whiskers is here. All right. Before succumbing to his injuries. However, Holly calls Snake and reveals that Dr. Madnar is a double agent. His back to the wall, Madnar confesses he killed Marv himself. He also admits to a string of other betrayals before attacking Snake. demanding he hand over the locker key he got from Gustava. Again, the double agent stuff. A battle to the death with Gray Fox piloting a Metal Gear D. After defeating Madnar, Snake learns that a brooch Gustavo gave him just before he died is in the shape of a metal alloy. He goes into a freezer, freezing the key and changing its shape. This allows him to open the locker and obtain the game cartridge, but he is soon once again confronted by Gray Fox. Now, this is crazy how Gray Fox has betrayed you. And he's in a Metal Gear D. Snake attacks its legs, its weak point, but even after destroying the machine, his battle with Gray Fox continues. This time, a hand-to-hand contest in a room filled with mines. After a battle to the death, Snake defeats Fox, reveals to Snake certain feelings and why he joined Big Boss. Surpassing the legend, the hero Big Boss. Having defeated Gray Fox, Snake is reunited with Big Boss in a room further ahead. The two soldiers of opposing ideologies then enter what will be their final battle. Unarmed due to all his equipment getting burned in the fight with Fox, Snake is forced to scrounge together materials from rooms around him, crafting an improvised flamethrower which he uses to incinerate Big Boss. He then races to the evac point, linking up with Holly on the way, and escapes Zanzibar land by chopper. After making sure that the game cartridge is secure, the game cartridge he secured is the real deal. Snake then disappears once more. This ties into Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Before the big battle, Big Boss talks about the reason for promoting war, saying that soldiers such as himself and Gray Fox need battlefields to call home. He speaks of this need to create a place of soldiers in a speech he delivers to Mother Base in the final scene of Peace Walker, revealing this to be the time when he began to harbor such a feeling. Additionally, while it would appear that his defeat in MG2 liberated Gray Fox from the battlefield, in fact, we'll find out more, about that soon. But basically, Peace Walker, he had already kind of said that, soldiers need a place to be soldiers. Okay, so that is what happened between Metal Gear Solid 5, Metal Gear, Peace Walker, and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. You guys are all caught up now. We're good to go. We're going to flip over to what I think is one of the greatest games of all time. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, guys, as well. Metal Gear. Does that say download? Okay, so Metal Gear takes place in 2005. So we were in like the 60s in Metal Gear Solid 5. Maybe even the 70s in Peace Walker, roughly. I have to look that up. Okay, so what is the difference between Metal Gear Solid, voices English, subtitles English, and Integral? Let's find out what the differences are. Because honestly, I don't know. What's the difference? I didn't know there were two different versions of this game on here, which could be kind of cool. You guys hit that like button for me and leave a
lizard,
in the comments. What's the difference between Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid Integral. Okay. Oh, interesting. All right, so Integral. Integral includes all new features of the original, plus additional content like new difficulty modes, VR missions, and a first-person mode. I think I want to play. I think I want to play the original. I think we want to just stick with the original. What do you guys think, chat? Play the original, or do we go to the expanded version? I kind of want to play the original. Let's see what the chat's going to say. Chat. We're giving a few seconds for chat here. Original. Looks like we want to go with the original. A few more seconds here. All right, there it is. All right, we're going with the original. Oh, gosh. Ready? Here we go. Thanks for joining us, guys. Appreciate the like, shares, subscribes. Original. Daniel says the original. All right. Original is. Woo! I get the chills just thinking about this game. They didn't try to up-res it at all, that's for sure.
Nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by Next Generation Special Forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have 2 mission objectives.
Snake. Oh! What happened? It might let us do that again. My bad. What's special? Previous operations. Nice. So it gives you that same kind of breakdown. Cool. I don't know if I ever read through that. That's probably my problem. VR training and the briefing. Should we go back to the briefing? Sorry about that. Here we go. This is important.
It's been a long time, Snake.
I should have known you were behind this, Colonel.
That's no way to greet an old war buddy, Snake.
What do you want from me?
I just invited you here so we could have a talk.
Invited? That's what you call sending armed soldiers after me?
Sorry if they were rough with you. But we've got a serious situation here. Only you can get us out of it.
I'm retired from Foxhound. You're not my commander anymore, and I don't have to take orders from you or anyone else.
Right. Ooh. Oh, yes. There's a reason for that, too. Screen. Smoothing on. We can go 16 by 9. Okay. How about audio? Okay. All right.
You will take these orders. I know it.
Excuse me.
Who's this?
Dr. Naomi Hunter. She's chief of Foxhound's medical staff and an expert in gene therapy.
Are you military?
No, civilian. I've been sent here from ATGC. Pleasure to meet you, Snake. Don't worry, this injection won't hurt a bit.
What's the shot for?
What's wrong? You don't like shots?
Snake, listen up. It all went down 5 hours ago.
Let's
Heavily
go.
armed soldiers occupied Shadow Moses Island, a remote island off the coast of Alaska.
What soldiers?
Next Generation Special Forces, led by members of Unit Foxhound.
Let's go.
They've presented
Foxhound.
Washington with a single demand, and they say that if it isn't met, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
A nuclear weapon?
I'm afraid so. You see, the island is the site of a secret nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Foxhound hijacking a nuclear weapon?
Now you understand how serious the situation is. You'll have 2 mission objectives.
I think he's left Foxhound at
First,
this
you're
point,
to
right?
Rescue the DARPA chief,
Get the DARPA
Donald
chief.
Anderson,
Okay.
and the president of Arms Tech, Kenneth Baker,
Following me?
both being held as hostages.
Got to get Baker.
Those are some heavy-duty hostages.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to launch a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do. Any questions, Snake?
Questions? I haven't even said whether I'd accept this mission.
Well, you can make up your mind after you hear more about the situation.
Okay. So, how do we infiltrate? Got to literally load the
Colonel,
tapes.
I don't work for the government anymore. Let me go back to Twin Lakes.
Why, Snake? Is your life in Alaska all that great?
There's a dog sled race this week. Next Saturday, I have to be in Anchorage.
Iditarod, the longest sled race in the world?
This is literally where I
Become a
learned
dog
about the
musher.
Iditarod.
Right now, my 50 Huskies are my only family. I've got to
Anybody
take care of
from
them.
Alaska in the chat? TikTok?
Don't worry about your dogs.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, Snake, but this vessel is headed for the Bering Sea. There's no room for debate.
I told you, even if I do owe you, I don't owe anything to this army or this country.
You will accept this assignment.
Why should I be stupid enough to do that? I'm no patriot.
Snake, There's enough dirt in your file from your days as an agent to keep you in the stockade until you're a very old man.
Oh, I see. Blackmail.
No,
Yeah.
Snake. I prefer to look at it as helping you come to a decision.
Hey, thank you
more
so
easily.
much.
But anyway,
Appreciate that
I know you better than that.
so much, you guys.
Assignment even without
224 likes as well.
You're a natural
New
born
subscriber.
soldier. You're not
Silas,
the
thanks.
old gray
Appreciate it.
type. It's the same for all of us who've seen real action. The only place we can feel truly alive is on the battlefield.
Quick thing about the channel. Whenever we have a subscriber, I like to tell you guys, myself, Elmo172331 is my sister.
You've tried to play
We
the
make a
boys
clean
style
stream for you
hero
guys so you can come and hang out,
race dogs in the snow
see cool games like Metal Gear Solid in a clean environment. That's what we're all about.
soldier again.
Oh, yeah!
You think my life is some kind of a joke?
Snake, I just want to give you back your purpose in life.
Shout out to Royal as well. All right. Just want to give you back your life, Snake. All right. I think we got to watch these last couple ones and we're good. Oh, snap. Black Ops. Yeah, Black Ops before Black Ops. Camera free. Oh, I can move the camera in
Who are
this.
you speaking for?
Uh-oh.
Naturally, I'm representing the U.S. government.
So who's in supervisory control of this operation?
Kind of cool back then. This is PlayStation, by the way.
Which means that the president must be meeting with his top aides in the map room about now, huh?
No, at this point, they're still video conferencing with each other.
If that's a real nuclear warhead, shouldn't they issue a COG?
Not yet. The Secretary of Defense has operational control and is fully aware of the situation. After you infiltrate, if you determine they possess nuclear launch capabilities, a COG will be issued.
Well, if they haven't relocated to the nuclear shelter under Mount Washington, I suppose there isn't that much reason to worry yet. Is the National Security Agency...
Cook said, "Oh, never mind Metal Gear Solid."
So is the DIA, the Defense Intelligence Agency.
The DIA? I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this.
They'll be
It's cool because as I move the camera around, you see the XYZ move.
We need a nuclear weapons specialist.
Of course. A nuclear weapons specialist has already been assigned to us.
Mm-hmm. And who is that nuclear specialist? Would you mind telling me?
We need backup from a specialist. I'm just an amateur when it comes to nuclear weapons.
I know. That's why I've requested the assistance of a military analyst named Nastasha Romanenko. She'll be providing
Nastasha.
you backup by Kodak.
How do you guys interpret this? Let me know in the
Built
comments.
up an impressive record
Does
as
she
advisor
have
for the
a
nuclear
lip
emergency
ring?
search team.
Or is that her
Contact
microphone?
If you have any questions. She's also an expert on high-tech weapons.
Where's she working from?
At her home in Los Angeles.
California. Seems like a million miles away.
I've always wondered that picture. All right, Roy. Shador Sanders starting week 1 preseason. Excited 100%.
What's up, brother?
I'm really excited for him, man.
Colonel, you're retired. Why are you involved in this?
Because there aren't many people who know Foxhound as well as I do.
That's right.
Really the only reason?
I've been soldiering for a long time. I don't know anything else. I guess even though I'm getting a little old, I still love to be in the field.
Colonel, you're a lousy liar.
Right. Now, who's watching this footage? You notice someone's walking in front of the camera and stuff like that?
Sorry. I'll be frank.
What's up, Tito? What's up, Maria?
Dear to me is being held hostage. Who is it? My niece, Meryl.
Meryl. Meryl's one of my favorite characters.
What was your niece doing here?
Several soldiers were reported missing the day
Yeah,
of the revolt.
Clue, why they hate
My
him
niece
makes
was one
no
of
sense
those
to me.
called in as an
Ooh,
emergency
really?
replacement.
She looks like you.
She's my little brother's girl. He died in the Gulf War. Since then, I've been watching after her.
A personal motive, Colonel. That's not very soldierly.
I'm retired. I'm just an old man now. And I'm your friend.
Since when are we friends?
I've thought of us as friends since the fall of Zanzibar.
With my personality, I don't have too many friends.
That's what I trust about you. It's what makes you human.
What makes you
Please,
human?
Snake. Save my niece, Meryl.
Meryl.
All right. But I have two conditions.
Name them.
One, no
JB,
more
what
secrets
up?
between us. I want complete disclosure at all times. And two, I'll only accept orders directly from you, Colonel. No cutoffs involved, okay?
Agreed. That's why I was called. But one thing,
What?
I'm not a colonel anymore. Just a retired old warhorse.
I understand, Colonel.
Still calls him Colonel anyway. Meryl.
That doctor, is she part of this operation too?
Yep.
She was in charge of Foxhound's gene therapy. She knows more about those men than anyone else.
You mean you've seen them naked?
Make no mistake, I'm not a nurse. I'm a scientist.
By the way, what was that injection for?
It's a combination of nanomachines and an anti-freezing peptide so that your blood and other bodily fluids don't freeze, even at subarctic temperatures.
Nanomachines.
Not just one kind, either. There are different types which will replenish the supply of adrenaline, nutrition, and sugar in your bloodstream.
Now I don't have to worry about food.
I also put some nootropics in there.
Say what?
Nootropics. A class of drugs which will help improve your mental functioning.
It'll make me smarter, huh? Anything else?
Yes, benzodrine. It's a type of stimulant. It'll keep you alert.
Have you guys
and
heard of
responsive
any of
for
this
12
stuff?
straight hours.
What's up, Letty?
That was quite a cocktail. Anything else in there?
Those nanomachines will also keep your codex batteries charged up.
I guess I can
What's
call
up,
you
Fred?
when I'm ready to go on a diet.
You're welcome.
So nanomachines are super, super important. All right. So nanomachines are literally little machines. It's probably the best way to put it. We're gonna. I guess we've got to see all of this. My man Fred, man, says he's been skyrocketing, if I say that right. TikTok battle's going crazy. Oh, cool, man. Seems like you found your niche.
The chief of DARPA and the president of an arms manufacturing company. What business did they have at a nuclear weapons disposal facility?
The truth is that secret exercises were being conducted at the time the terrorist group attacked.
How's the soccer team going?
Important exercises if those two were directly involved. Were they testing some kind of new advanced weapon?
I'm not privy to that information.
Do we know exactly where they're being held?
The DARPA chief has also been injected with a mini transmitter. As you get closer, you should be able to pick up his location on your radar.
A radar near you. I know it seems like this is a lot of videos, but this is
Do
all
they really
important.
have the ability to launch a nuclear missile?
They say they do. They even gave us the serial number of the warhead they plan to use.
Was the number confirmed?
I'm afraid so. At the very least, they've got their hands on a real nuclear warhead.
Isn't there some kind of safety device to prevent this type of terrorism?
Yes. Every missile and warhead in our arsenal is equipped with a PAL, which uses a discrete detonation code.
PAL.
Permissive Action Link. The safety control system built into all nuclear weapons systems. But even so, we can't rest easy.
Why not?
Because the DARPA chief knows the detonation code.
But even if they have a nuclear warhead, it must have been removed from its missile.
So that's
All
a big
missiles
deal.
on these disposal sites are supposed to be dismantled. It's not that easy to get your hands on an ICBM.
That used to be true.
Right.
Since the end of the Cold War, you can get anything if you have enough money and the right connections.
All right. I think we're going to leave it there because the rest of it gets a little spoilery. So if you're following along, definitely put
Lizard.
in the chat for me. That is today's keyword. Keyword is
Lizard.
lizard. All right, we're trying to get through the story, so we'll play on easy. Trophy earned, commencing mission. How do you pause in this one? Love the music in this game.
Snake, answer me! Snake! Snake!
Juan Carlos, hello.
He'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
Who was that guy? Yeah, that guy right there. Who was that? All right, so it skipped a part where we saw him like take his private boat in.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
This is
Loud and
Snake.
clear. What's the situation,
Of
Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The
Press
codec's
the touchpad,
receiver
okay.
directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
So I never understood that. Like, how does that work? Well, there you go.
Snake, you have to crawl to get through there. First, crouch down by pressing the crawl button, and then use the directional button to crawl in the direction you want.
Be careful, though.
RL, what up?
You can't attack when you're doing it either.
You can stand up by pressing the crawl button again.
This was literally the demo I played in 97, something like that. Who says things nobody's getting about Cleveland's QB situation? You draft Dylan Gabriel before Shador. Then you draft Shador claiming it wasn't collusion because of his father, which is a lie, and a 1100 bold-faced lie. Yeah. Then you bring in Joe Flacco. Then you sign Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph gets hurt. News about Shador is doing good in camp. Spin the news that Shador is getting in trouble speeding in Cleveland. Now you bring in Tyler Hunter after Mason Rudolph is injured. Yeah, it's ridiculous, but that's Cleveland, right? That's why Cleveland's always a mess, whether it's basketball or football or whatever. Then Tampa should have brought in Shador as a third string behind Teddy Bridgewater, or have Shador go to Miami to be second string behind Tua. That's what they should have done. That's what should have happened. That's exactly what should happen. All right, here we go, selectors. We can use the left analog stick. That is an improvement. All right, we got a ration. Let's roll. I'm playing half of this off memory already. All right. X is your crouch button. You can't look in first person. Oh, you see how this looks like Metal Gear? This is what Metal Gear is. The game has stopped. I can pick what I want. This is Metal Gear. This is why Metal Gear Solid 5 will never be as good as the original Metal Gear.
Bruh.
All right. Duck down. All right. There he is. Credits are rolling at the beginning. The cinematic part of this is crazy. I almost want to just play with the D-pad like you used to. All right.
What was that noise?
Hello, baby. Did you miss me?
This is like hanging out with an old friend, man. Freddie, I hope you're doing well. All right.
What was that noise?
Now, something else about this game is they cannot see me past
What was that noise?
those cones.
What was that noise?
Huh? What was that noise? There we go. There's the elevator. Clue said I remember having the demo disc of this game from Old Source Music magazines. Okay. Same one I had.
What was that noise?
It had Final Fantasy VII on it, I'm assuming.
What was that noise? What was that noise?
I love this game. This game is so awesome. Okay, Clue knows what I'm talking about, bro. He knows what I'm talking about. I'm getting so hyped right now. It's lit right now. I am hyped, bro. I love this game. I love this game so much, man. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That demo disc was fire. And it had other stuff on it too. I wish I could find. I wish I could find either the demo disc or at least what was on it. I spent hours down here. Hours down here. Because I didn't know what I was doing. I always thought this was cool. Do it. Oh. I guess he doesn't do it anymore. There's a way to look. Okay, yeah, triangle. Oh boy, I'm messing up. I'm sorry, bro. I'm just too hyped. I like running around this area. Okay, all right.
What was that noise?
And there it is. Onto the elevator.
Perfect.
Oh, this game. Let's go. Keep in mind, this is PlayStation 1. Takes off the gear. Bam! Let's go. Metal Gear Solid. Oh my gosh, the memories of this game is crazy. It's crazy.
Lizard.
Did Freddy take a leave of absence? I think he did. Hey. Gameplay of 07 First Light looks beautiful. Oh, I have not seen the 007 game.
Time. I guess you're feeling a little rusty.
Don't worry. It's been a while, but it's all coming back to me.
That's right.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This
I did
is
see that
Alaska, you know.
footage. It did
Take
look
it
really
easy.
good.
I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
What's a Russian gunship doing here? Like their mouths can't move. They really got to remake this. They got to remake it. Behind D. Behind D. Let me get to the DARPA chief.
18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly behind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious.
Oh, Snake.
Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system.
This is cool.
The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you. He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Yeah, seriously.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice. I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for
4096.
Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
Snake, answer me! Snake!
Strip search by Dr. Snake! Here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
Pause.
You did that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to
Pause.
disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
This game, bro. Oh my gosh. 5.56ers and pineapples.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
All right. First things first. I hope Mrs. Select Screen. She's waiting on me to eat, y'all. I have to do this. I have to. Okay. Right? You can see in first person this way. You can see my cone of vision, obviously. I remember seeing these footprints and going, oh my gosh, there's footprints in a game. Another ration. All right, peep game. Could you imagine, Clue, if they remade this game to look like 007? That would be nuts. RL says it's looking like Brand New Day is going to... He said it. Whose footprints are these? What was that noise? Whose footprints are these? You think it's going to have more hype than No Way Home?
What was that noise?
What was that noise? Whose footprints are these?
Huh? Whose footprints are these?
You just can't beat this. You cannot beat this.
Nope.
Here we go. Not yet. Not yet. I'm supposed to go there. Oh. Oh, dude. Chill out. Select, I got something for you on your message. In Discord. This one, there I go. Yes. No, but yes. Woo! Made it. All right, we're gonna pause right here. All right, Brett, I'll check. I'll definitely check it. Glasses Man Hulk and Punisher team up with Spidey. I never thought I would see that on the big screen. Fisk has, so was Fisk now confirmed? Because at first they said no. Below the blurred discussion about Icon. Okay, about Icon? Oh, okay, about Icon, the superhero. I thought you were talking about Def Jam Icon.
Surveillance camera?
A surveillance camera? Shoot. All right, so I've been found. So what I got to do is I've got to evade and hide. Oh, gosh. There we go. All right, now he's knocked out. So now I'm in invasion mode. Now me again. And they will keep chasing me until I get out of this evasion mode. And again, this is what's missing for Metal Gear Solid 5. Where was that? It's amazing. That's just amazing gameplay right there. It's fun, it's interactive, and it gets to the point. He has to be. Have you seen the Him trailer about football coming from Jordan Peele? I have. That looks scary as heck. Jordan Peele and one of the Wayans brothers, right? Marlon? That looks scary. Have you seen the GOAT trailer that's basically about Steph Curry? That's another one I want to do a reaction to here soon. All right. So I wanted to show you guys that whose footprints are these? Now we used some health, so we're gonna use a ration to heal. All right. What was that noise?
Huh? What was that noise? Huh?
Whose
Whose footprints are these?
They're your mama's. We get the other ration. All right. The other cool thing about this game is, again, you can pause, but we can call Mei Ling.
What can I do for you, Snake?
Let's see. Nice. Storage one. It needs a 1 block of memory. Memory cards were needed in these games. Oh, man.
Perfect.
Something you got to
remember.
RL said, I don't know about the GOAT trailer. They easily could have made it live action then animated. Yeah, but it's made by the same people who made Into the Spider-Verse.
Snake, remember what the girl said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China, but I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
Arl said, okay, I'm going to go check it out real quick. Definitely, bro. And let's link and let's talk about it ASAP. All right, selectors, that is how we're going to start Metal Gear Solid, one of my favorite games of all time. Let me know what you guys think. That's just a basic gameplay of it. There is some shooting and stuff like that, but most of it is stealth. And what you saw there is the core of the game. That is Metal Gear. Metal Gear. See you.
Lizard.
I see you. Do 2 things for me, though, guys. Be kind to one another before we get out of here. And remember to
choose your destiny.
linktr.ee/select screen. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Apple, and Spotify podcasts. Shout out to Glasses Man, Clue, and Hi-Yo Daniel, my man, #Freddy over on TikTok. Appreciate you guys. I will see you guys on the next one. And I am all the way out.